I had come a long way. I'd overcome deception, betrayal, lust, confusion, lust, embarrassment, and lust. I'd found myself in Balmora, a very brown town with a river running through the center of it. I hadn't been here long, having just arrived via Siltstrider the day before. I'd gone straight to a tavern and drank way too much and ended up spending the night on one of the stiff beds. I was in town looking for a man named Caius Cosades. I had a package to deliver with his name on it. I still wasn't sure what the package was or why I was selected to deliver it, but I was determined to complete the job and be free from all responsibility. From asking around town, I had determined that a man named Bakla was the best source of information about the man whose package I was holding. I had learned Bakla was a businessman who owned a corner club here in Balmora called the South Wall. I now found myself in the South Wall, sitting at the bar in front of the very man I'd been searching for. All my hard work had led up to this. It was time to turn on my charm once again. I flashed a knowing grin, looked the man right in the eyes, and a greeting slipped out from between my teeth. "Bakla, you old swit. How the heck have you been? Remember me? It's Ass. We met at the thing." He looked me in the eye, paused for a moment, and blinked.
Bakla is the owner. He must be around here somewhere.
Oh my god, I got the wrong guy. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I was mixed up. You guys look a lot alike. I thought you were him. My bad. My face was turning bright red, so I got up from the bar and walked out of the room. I thought I'd maybe make one more pass at Satilda just to get my mojo back. "Hey, Tild, I just checked the bar. I thought Bakla would be in there, but he wasn't."
Bakla Cosades? He's the owner. He must be around here somewhere.
I was getting pretty tired of these people. What's wrong with them? They just repeat the same things over and over. Back home, in Cyrodiil, people were more, well, real. I can't tell you how many times I've been sucked into an interesting conversation just walking down the street.
Isn't Ida Lenormand an agile one?
She's nuts. Her hobby is falling from high places.
See you.
You too. Hail.
Don't be the last to read today's Black Horse Courier.
But not here. Here, everyone is stiff as a board and unhelpful, and I'm just upset that I embarrassed myself. The people here aren't so bad. I'm overreacting. I turned around, about to exit the building, but stopped when I noticed stairs just to the right of the door. I had apparently missed these when I first entered. I must have been distracted by something. Or someone. Hubba hubba. Well, that wasn't a problem anymore. I casually climbed the stairs, and wouldn't you know it, waiting at the top was a handsome Imperial dressed in an expensive shirt. I wondered what he was doing, standing up in this hallway alone instead of, I don't know, sitting in a chair in an office? I guess I'm just not cut out for business. I don't understand it. Hello, you must be the owner. I've been looking for you. I have a question. He must have been distracted by his thoughts because he didn't seem to hear me. He gave me a standard greeting, one I'm sure he'd given 1,000 times before. "Good day, I'm Bakla, publican of the South Wall here in Balmora. We rent beds, and I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help." Yes, I was hoping you'd say that. You see, I am looking for someone in particular. None of the Halalu counselors live in Balmora. Neleno Darvain at the council hall is the ranking Hlalu local. At the Fighters Guild, Adis Fireeye is the steward. Ethasi Rilvain is the Morag Tong steward. Feldralo Sadri is the steward for the Balmora Tribunal Temple. Sugar Lips Habasi is the local Thieves Guild boss. Who am I missing? Oh, Mages Guild. Rhaenys Athris is their steward. He was getting carried away. I thought he said someone in particular. Here he was listing off every person in town. Whoa, buddy, hang on. I wanted to ask about someone, in particular. I'm looking for a man named Caius Cosades. I heard he spends a lot of time here, but he doesn't seem to be here right now. Can you tell me where I might find him? Old Caius rents a little bed and basket just up the hill on the north edge of town. Go out the front door, not the upper door to the terrace, then right up the stairs, then left at the top of the stairs, and
then down to the end of the street.
I didn't realize he was going to give me such detailed directions right off the bat. I quickly produced my journal and scribbled a few notes as he was talking. I think I just about got the gist of it. I was kind of frustrated, but I took a deep breath to calm down. Okay, Bakla, thank you. You've been a great help. I'll come back to the South Wall later and buy a drink once I finish my business with Caius.
Yes, this is the South Wall.
Yeah. I spun on my heels, walked back down the stairs, and out the front door. I was going to find Old Sugartooth, you know, Caius Cosades. That's what Satilda had called him. Cute nickname, honestly. I wished I had some friends who could give me a cute nickname. Maybe Honeyface or Big Step. Yeah, that would be cool. Or maybe Brown Plate, because I last longer. But enough daydreaming. I had to focus on the task at hand. Finding Caius. Finding Caius! Oh, right. I wrote directions in my journal. It said go right and up the stairs, then left to the end of the street. Piece of cake. Following directions, like a good boy, I made my way up the stairs and to the left, to the end of the street. Didn't look like much of a street to me, but that was probably my imperial privilege talking. I knocked on the door and called out, Caius! Caius, are you in there? I need you. I need to speak to you. I have something for you. I can explain. Will you open the door, please? There was no answer. Reflexively, I grabbed the handle and found the door was unlocked. I decided to enter. Maybe Caius was just sleeping, I thought. As the door swung open, the first thing I noticed was a knocked-over bottle on the table, and another, behind the table, on the floor. Uh-oh. This was looking kind of sketchy. I cautiously inched through the doorway, curious to see if the rest of the house looked just as bad. There was a knife stuck into the table. I guess Caius didn't care about maintaining his furniture. On the bedside table, there was a pile of what looked like some kind of salt or sugar? Maybe that's why he's called Old Sugartooth. Old men sure do love sweets. Under the bed, there was a strange-looking apparatus of some kind. I wondered what that was for. It reminded me of a magic genie's lamp from an old story I heard as a child. Next to it was a spoon, and another bottle lay on the floor, as well as a rather hefty book. To the left of the bed was... Divines, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were in here. I yelled and knocked, and I'm not sure how you didn't hear me, but then I noticed the door was open, and I just wanted to peek inside, and then I got really curious because it's kind of messy in here, but kind of in a cool way, if you know what I mean. Obviously, you must have been in the middle of getting dressed and didn't want to answer the door until you were fully clothed, but now I'm in here, and I've ruined it, and I'm sorry, but I was told to report to Caius Cosades, and I came all this way, and now I just want to be done with this job, and... Anyway, are you Caius Cosades?
What? Yes, I'm Caius Cosades. But what do you mean you were told to report to Caius Cosades? What are you talking about?
Well, I don't really know what's going on. I was hoping you would know. I got released from prison and shipped to Morrowind from Cyrodiil, and nobody told me why or anything except that I had to bring you this package. My name's Assanus, by the way.
So, you say your name is Assanus, and you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it.
He was very meticulous when it came to verifying information. Yep. I pulled the, by now very crumpled paper from my pack and handed it to Caius. He spent a few moments reviewing the document before looking up at me briefly, then back down at the paper.
Yes, very interesting. So, it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the Blades, and that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders, Assanus?
Whoa, this was getting serious. I thought I was just a delivery boy, and now he was talking about inducting me into a secret club. This was a big decision, but I was a big man. Maybe it was time to hang up my hat of crime and put on a hero's helmet. Maybe it was time to lay down my trespassing tools and pick up a mighty magical mace or a slashing sword, skillfully slaying scores of scoundrels. I realized at that moment that I had been staring at Caius's nipples. I turned my head to the left for a second and pretended to stretch my neck before looking back at his face. Sorry, I was just lost in thought. Yes, I'll take the job.
Good. Welcome to the service, novice ass anus. Now you belong to the Blades. We're the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers.
The more he talked, the more ready I felt. I'm ready for orders right now, sir. I was ready for orders right now.
First thing, Pilgrim, you're new, and you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild, or Mages Guild, or Imperial Cult, or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go out on your own and look for freelance work, or trouble. Then when you're ready, come back and I'll have orders for you.
Geez, I thought I was ready.
Yes, sir.
I hung my head and left the naked man's house. Funny how one interaction can totally change your day. Or life. I thought about what he said. I needed to find some work and make a name for myself here. I guess he was right. I couldn't really be a secret agent without an alter ego. I considered my options. Fighters Guild probably wasn't for me, and same with Imperial Legion. I wasn't that tough. I've always been more of a lover than a fighter after all. Imperial Cult just sounded creepy, to be honest. So that left the Mages Guild, or freelancing. I wasn't too keen on the idea of finding my own work. Based on the experiences I've had talking to strangers in this town,
Bloody scamps, I could skin them all.
I was pretty sure it would be more frustrating than profitable. Oh, I can see it now. Hey, I'm looking for some work. Got any?
Yes, this is the South Wall.
Excuse me? May I have your attention? Anybody need something dead? I got a perfectly dry sword here, and boy is it thirsty.
Yes, this is the South Wall.
Yes, this is the South Wall.
No, that wouldn't do at all. I remembered seeing the Mages Guild building when I first came to town, so I started walking in that direction. As I traversed the footbridge across the river, a hot wind blew over me and ruffled my extravagant robes. It was the winds of change. I was finally going to get a real job. I entered the Mages Guild building's front door and approached the pretty Dunmeress in the blue robe. Hi.
Are you looking for me? You want to join the Mages Guild?
I mean, yeah, I'm thinking about joining. That's why I'm here.
Yes. You look like the sort we could use in the Mages Guild. Will you take the Mage's Oath and join the guild?
Geez, an oath? Everything was getting so serious now. I asked her to tell me what the Mage's Oath entailed.
Perform any duties assigned to you by the masters of the guild. Learn from them and grow strong. Always share your knowledge freely with the other guild members. Never strike or steal from another guild member. Does this appeal to you?
It sounded like I could pester anybody for free information and they weren't allowed to hit me. Sounded like a pretty good deal to me. Yes, when you put it that way, I would like to join.
You are now a member of the Mages Guild. Welcome, associate. When you are ready, you can ask for duties to perform. And once you are ready, you can ask me about advancement in the guild.
What kind of duties?
I don't have any duties for an associate. Speak with me again when you have proven yourself. In the meantime, speak with Ajira. I believe she may have some small tasks for you.
Proven myself? I thought this was going to be an easy gig. Signing up was a piece of cake. I decided to go check out the rest of the Mages Guild Hall just to see what I got myself into. Maybe I was a bit hasty in taking that oath. She really got me with that bit of flattery as soon as I walked in the door.
Yes. You look like the sort we could use in the Mages Guild.
I made my way down the hallway and wound up in a fairly large room with screens separating the 4 quadrants. One area looked to be a place to listen to lectures, with several benches and a lectern for a presenter to use. In another corner, there were tables and books, apparently a place to sit and study. There appeared to be a dining area with some bottles and cups already on the tables, and more on a shelf. Finally, there was a spot to rest. Bunk beds. Cute. There was also a small room in the rear with 2 women inside. One introduced herself to me as the guild guide, apparently someone who can teleport mages around to different guild halls. That kind of rules. The other woman was a pretty kitty cat.
What brings you to Ajira's shop? Do you want duties from Ajira? Do you want the local brews? Or help in a fight? Some Telvani bag mask? or a way to reach the high places?
I wasn't sure what performing duties for Ajira would entail, or what exactly my life was becoming. It seemed like just yesterday I was squabbling over petty things like magic rings and small sums of gold.
What was I thinking?
Now can you do an Indian accent?
Hello, what? Hello, what brings you to Ajira's shop? Do you want duties from Ajira? Do you want the local brews or help in a fight?
What are you doing?